Okay, so for the final video of this series, I'm going to show you how to code the jump links and add some more advanced CSS, as well as how to export all the files and get those ready to turn in. So I've already linked up my site here, as I've shown in a lot of the other videos. I've selected the correct site, ensured that the desktop, or that the page is actually linked where the root folder is, which happens to be on the desktop. It's always good to run these from the desktop and not a hard drive, because a hard drive sometimes causes it to crash or it can run a little slow. So that being said, I don't even have to go to File Open to get my file. I can just double click the page right here. So let's take a look at where we're at on this page here. So let's open that in Safari. So you can see I've gone back to my original swap image gallery just so it's something kind of consistent. I still have all my email to link, my regular link down here. And then these are still linked, if we remember. They're linked to like Google, which is not really what we want in this case. What we want to do is code links so that when we click, the page scrolls down to the sections that they're connected with. So that's really easy to do, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. So it does require you to do a little bit of code. There's probably a place where you can insert an anchor from up here, I believe. There's probably like an image tag or something. But I think it's so much easier. So you can create a named anchor this way, but it's so much easier just to add it in the code where you see exactly where it is. So the first thing I want to do is actually add my anchor. So let's zoom out so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So what I need to do is go into the code at wherever this point is and add an anchor, and then I just link to that anchor. So I'm going to sort of click down here and see if I can find it. So I can see if I click this, that this is div, this is my gallery div, its ID's name is div. So right above that, what I'm going to do is add an anchor tag, and that's really easy. All you do is you type A equals, give it a name, and then, or A name equals, my bad, A name equals, close it, and then slash close your tag. So that's really it. And then you just give it a name. And remember, capital and lowercase matter here. So I'm just going to type gallery. So this is your named anchor tag. Of course, it looks like you can just go to insert named anchor and then give it a name. So I'll call this gallery 2 just to see if it places it where I want. So it did try and put an anchor here. Let's see what happened when I did that. So it looks like I already have one here, and it kind of, where'd the other one go? Who knows? Okay, so maybe that isn't the easiest way, but it looks like you can add an anchor that way if needed. So let's look at that again. So A name equals gallery, and then close the tag. Now the way to get this, so when you actually look at your page, let me zoom in here a little bit, you will actually see an anchor tag. Now this is not going to show up when we preview. So if I go to preview this once again in Safari, it's not there. That's just there to show you that there is an anchor there. It doesn't affect the way your website looks, so just be aware of that. To link that, all you have to do is come up to where you want your link, and you can actually usually from sort of, sometimes from the drop down you can find the link there, but I'm not seeing it located here. So the other way to fix that is to do it in the code here, where you say a ref, so a references, and then all we have to do is put an octothorpe or hashtag, for those of you call it that, and type in gallery. Take out the target new, because we don't need a new target. We just want it to open up in that page. And we can see that now the gallery anchor tag has been added to our link options here. So basically, reference the gallery anchor tag, that's kind of what that little octothorpe means. And then down here, we actually have our anchor tag, which is actually there. So there's our anchor tag. So let's save that and let's preview that and see if that works. So now I should be able to click, and it will bring me down to that part of the page, which is really efficient and really nice. It makes everything easy, and then I can just click. So let me go back and add the next 3 anchor tags, or the next 2 anchor tags. The next one is booking, which actually connects to my contact. I'm going to do it backwards this time. So I'm going to just fix my link first and then go add the anchor tag. So this one says A references, hashtag, contact, target, take that out. So no target in this case. And then you can see the link closes right there. So it's pretty similar. Now I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to try and kind of click over here so I can find my area down here. And then I'm going to click my div to make sure I found the right spot. I'm then going to write in my anchor tag, which is just A name equals, close that tag, and then finalize the tag there. So now the tag's done, and I can just add contact in as the name. So that's just how I do it. So now once again, we will see if I scroll over, kind of get my way up here, that I have a new anchor. Now finally, I want to add an anchor to the top, even though it's not really going to do anything, because chances are when we get to the site, we'll already be seeing this top part. So if the site was a little longer, this one might be relevant. Or if I had the links down also at the bottom, which is something I could add to the footer, like welcome, da-da-da-da-da, right there, and link those back up to the anchor. So I'm still going to add an anchor. And this time, so I'm going to click up here to find where I'm kind of trying to get to, and then I'm going to find the top of my div, which is right here. So this is div welcome. I'm going to come into the code, make a little space, and I'm going to write in my last anchor tag. So a name equals, and then close the tag. I like to close the tag and make sure everything's sealed up before I add the name. You can type the name if you know what you want to put it in there as you type. So that's name welcome, and then we have name contact. So the contact should already be linked. So the final thing to do is to grab this link, the welcome link, and take out the Google link here and put welcome here as well. So put welcome and take out target new. So then I hit refresh. I should be able to save this and then go into Safari, and all my anchor links should work. So you can see it does jump down, so maybe that is something you want, maybe it's not. But then I can go to things to see, and then I can go to booking. Now the only disadvantage is I don't have anywhere, once I get down to these areas, to get back up. I have to scroll. I could add further navigation by adding the links down here, and you just do the same thing. Ahref, hashtag, the area you're trying to get to, and it will jump from anchor to anchor. So I could eventually like add a frame or something that stays locked down in the page, but that's a little more complex than we need to be working on right now. So that's all we need. So we can check this email to link works. It pops that right up. So we know the mail to link. And then this link takes us to a new tab where it goes to my site, since it's copyright me. So that's all you have to do to add the links. It's really, really simple. Finally, I guess once you've had your links done, your gallery's functional, the last thing you want to do is kind of go back through and add any additional styling that you'd like to add to your images or to your objects. So let's actually look into that a little bit.